To the Boise River, keep on going.
Yeah, he can get them for us if we lose it. That's good to know, right? Hey, let's take a look at what's going on here. It's Monday, so we're going to do our Climate Matters Monday segment, and we're going to focus in on overnight low temperatures coming up. Have you noticed a change? Let's take a look at the entire United States now, and on average, the average low temperature, when you look at the numbers here from back to I think this is 1985. Let's get a closer look at that. 1895. All right, 1895. That's more like it. So this is a long time for the United States, and you see that general trend. On the average, 1.8 degrees, and you see it kind of curving up a little bit more towards the end here. So indeed, over the United States, we've seen warmer temperatures. Now, there's a heat island effect that is factored in here as well. It's not maybe not be factored in, that as cities grow, they tend to get a little warmer because the concrete holds more heat. So certainly that can be the part of the cost. But let's take a look at some local average changes here. This is Twin Falls, first of all, and since 1970 to 2018, we see about 3.2 degrees of a rise in overnight low temperatures. The Boise area on the list of all the cities, this is number 6. Number 1 was Reno. It's 16 degrees warmer since 1970 for the average overnight low. Boise, 6.5 degrees warmer. You see, it's significant. The nights are just not getting as cold as they have been. Again, is it because part of it is it because the city's growing? Well, across the country, 93% of the cities are seeing an increase in temperatures that are similar here. Not quite as high as this, but these are some of the higher ones here in the West. You can get more information from climatecentral.org that compiles all of this information, and some good details you can get on the site there on this as well. Well, we've been above average here for high temperatures for much of since the end of July. Now we've got that dip, that nice dip, 78 degrees yesterday. You kidding me? Absolutely beautiful in August, just amazing. So we're at 84 now. Let's take this and pull this down here. 84 degrees now. We're going up to 91 tomorrow. So there's going to be a change here. And we heat up to 94 on Wednesday. So we've got to heat up for the next 2 days. And then it starts to dip back down, but not quite as cool. Now looking like only 87. That cool pool of air coming in is kind of thinning out on the computer charts. And we're just kind of subtly around average. I've seen some very above average temperatures floating by on these charts. So this could shift here a little bit. But in general, right now, it appears that we'll get close to average. This coming weekend will be near average with a slightly below average start. When we cool down, the heat blast up on the Central Plains. But now, and we're seeing that. Look at these heat indices, what it feels like outside. 100 in St. Louis, was higher earlier, 102 in Dallas. But now a cold front's going to come down and suppress that heat, and the heat's going to shoot back up into the west, and that's why we will see a warming coming on in. Take a look at the McCall area today. Beautiful blue skies, a few puffy clouds. The lake has been very busy this year. Some great weather in the higher elevations for the most part. The extended forecast, it looks pretty good as well. 79 tomorrow, 80 on Wednesday. We dip to 76 Friday. Are you headed to McCall this weekend? Sunshine in the 70s to 80 degrees, basically close to 80 degrees throughout Long Valley. Beautiful conditions. Stanley this morning, Redfish Lake, 39 degrees with fog on Redfish Lake at 9 o'clock. Boom, it's gone. And there's the beautiful blue skies that come on in, and temperatures getting into the 70s. Oh, so refreshing. A lot of people out on Redfish again today. Temperatures over the next couple of days heating up to near 80 on Wednesday, cooling back down to the lower 70s by Friday, and then heating back up over the weekend again. And that's the story pretty much across the region. No major storms around. My exclusive true view of tomorrow's weather today. It will be hotter, low 90s in the Western Valley. It'll be about 91 degrees in the Boise area tomorrow as well. You see here in Kuna at 90 degrees, dry conditions. Wind will stay light, sunshine, beautiful day. Great morning for golf coming up. 88 in Garden Valley, Idaho City at 86. Long Valley, you'll be generally right near 80. Very pleasant conditions on the main salmon, 86 degrees. And Stanley and Sun Valley, you'll be 78 to 80 with mostly sunny. Very pleasant conditions. And that extended forecast, the hottest day of the week will be Wednesday. We'll cool back down on Friday to 87. And then over the weekend, I expect it to be right about where it's supposed to be, 90 to 91. No storms. I don't see any thunderstorms in that forecast for the Treasure Valley for the next week.
That's great news.
That keeps the lightning away.
Yep. All right. Thanks, Scott. Known as